The ECOWAS leaders approved the decision to mobilize a 5,000-strong regional standby counterterrorism force. For more insight into the implications of the decision by the three Sahel nations to leave ECOWAS, I am joined in the studio by Gnaka Gervais, Professor of African Studies at Lincoln University in the state of Pennsylvania. Professor Lagoke, welcome to the program.
Thanks very much for having me.
So what do you make of the two summits that took place over the weekend? First, AES, the Alliance of Sahel States, and then followed the next day by ECOWAS. What do you make of some of the decisions that came out of them?
I think that, to go quick and fast, it shows the division of approaches in the region about those who are aspiring to get more sovereignty and those who still want to be in the status quo. And we know that the ECOWAS did not handle properly the situation in Niger, as they wanted to put together a force to go and dislodge the junta that came to power through a bloodless coup. So the ECOWAS was willing to shed blood in order to restore democracy. So that was something that many people thought it was not the right way to approach it. And now they have decided to leave Niger, Mali, and Burkina.
But what does it say about what is happening now? When they say they have now a coalition, what will be different from the regular collaboration that they had 6 months ago when they created the alliance? Now they say it's going to be a confederation. What does this mean?
No, so you have to see that there are three levels here: an alliance, a confederation, and a federation. So when there is a federation like in the United States, we have one government. It can be a federal government. But when there is a confederation, it means that the countries are autonomous or they're independent, but the presidents of the institution of the three countries are going to work within a closer cooperation, which is different from an alliance. So it means that there is it is a step forward toward a closer and greater integration. So let's see how they will do it, because the most important thing is not to express the creation of the confederation, but it is about meeting the needs of the people. And the first one is to resolve the issue of energy and electricity in Mali, in Niger, and in Burkina Faso.
But the pledge to support each other against outside threats and internal security, can they find success by doing it alone? Or will a divided Sahel make regional challenges even more difficult?
No, but at least they're doing something that was not happening. They want, because, most countries in Africa, particularly in that region, they're facing a common threat: terrorism. So you cannot fight terrorism alone because they're fighting a common threat. So they need to come together and pool the energies and the resources together. So it's a good way, because don't forget it, they are looking for the sovereign security or the sovereignty of the security.
Quickly, France had an election, and we know what is happening between the three countries and France. Very briefly, what do you make of it?
Listen, I am smiling because Macron is in difficulty, and then he's facing, because he was, I don't want to use like a harsh word, but he overestimated himself. And then history will record him as somebody under whose watch France lost Africa.
Okay, Mr. Professor Gnaka Gervais, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
And that was Professor Gnaka Gervais. He's a professor of African Studies at Lincoln University.